What's up, guys? Welcome to today's reaction video. Today I'm just going to look at quickly the 65 game rule and the MVP race inside the NBA. Did a little segment on this, so I'm going to give my thoughts as well as watching what they think. Let's get into it.
So this MVP race, and again, familiar with the 65 game minimum to be eligible.
It's a two dogs race.
The other night,
Two dogs.
Wemby had some interesting thoughts on that 65 game.
Is there something that you wish people understood a little bit more about how?
Okay, 68, 64, 64. Jokic is not even qualified right now. Oh, I think Jokic got to play another game since this video was made. Luka was out though for sure, and I don't think Cade will qualify because I think this they only had one more game since. So really on this list, only Wemby, Jokic, Shea, and Jaylen Brown are qualified. So no Luka, no Cade. It's unfortunate. They gotta get rid of this shit. I'm not gonna lie. But Jaylen Brown should be top 3 in my eyes, low key.
Wemby had some interesting thoughts on that 65 game thing.
Is there something that you wish people understood a little bit more about how much work goes into getting to 65?
So Cade is ineligible for sure. How many games he played?
He was 63, 62. He was right there.
And he's still playing. He's playing right now, isn't he? So if he plays today and in 2 days, he's eligible. No.
It's gonna come out short. Luka's gonna be short.
Yeah, him and Luka. I mean, and who else? Anthony Edwards is not gonna make it either. It's an interesting question. It's a very interesting question.
No, like, since when did we start deferring to like Wemby for like every topic? Like, I get Wemby's like the face of the NBA, but like face of the league, like you're also like the spokesperson for everything. Like that's like Braun and like everybody, you know. But now like Wemby's become the face of the league, you know. Like Wemby's the face of the NBA, but now he's becoming like the face of the league. Like journalists are asking him like everything as if he's, you know. I mean, he's a smart guy, you know. So I guess I have no qualms. But
If those three aren't, I mean, especially Cade and Luka, if they aren't in the season awards, for sure it's not gonna reflect their impact on the season.
no, he's right. He's right.
But at the same time,
Like, imagine no Luka. Like, Luka would have made first team All NBA. Cade would have made first team All NBA. And there are guys like Devin Booker who would have been like third team, something like that. You know, like, you know, the rule is just dumb anyways. Like, Bruce Brown has played 82 games, and he didn't qualify. Like, you know, I'm not saying Bruce Brown should be in accolades, maybe all defensive team, but Bruce Brown didn't qualify at all. So like, and he played 82 games. It's just a dumb rule, flawed rule. It should be a minutes thing, or like the game should be lower. In my eyes, it should have always have been 55, and then you work your way up if you want to change it, you know. But like, I don't know. In my eyes, 2/3 is like good enough right now, considering that a guy like Wemby who's 7'5", like, you know, he's not just sitting in the paint. He's not like Manute Bol or like Rick Smith sitting in the paint. Like, this guy has to guard the perimeter. Like, there's a toll on the body, you know. Like, it's like the game rule is just you can't, like, instead of forcing players to play more, like, the NBA is just, if this was a money problem, the NBA is just marketing the wrong guys. Like, obviously you market Wemby, but you gotta market guys like Ant more. You gotta market like all of these guys more. Like, you're marketing the wrong guys. You're still marketing Curry, who's obviously like great player, big player, but his team is awful. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta market good players with great teams, you know. But the players are so good now, like, it's hard for the league to make bad decisions now. Like, you just gotta market the best players on the best teams now. So, but Adam Silver's a trash commissioner. Sorry, bro. Make me commish.
in my opinion, it's good to have a threshold, you know, a limit. Where do we need to put it? I don't know. It's a good question. Let me ask you a question.
I wouldn't be fine with like 60, but my first initial thought, like when this rule was introduced 2 years ago, was always 55. You know, start conservative and then like you push. You know, it's not how you don't just implement a hard rule that's really strict. You know, 65 games is a lot. You know, or you could lower the season, but I don't like that because you want to give players the opportunity to play if they can. In my eyes, like, it's my opinion.
Like, what percentage of the season right now, without calculating how much 65 is, what percentage of the season do you think should be the limit?
75, 80.
75, 80, okay.
Two-thirds.
Two-thirds,
Too much.
okay. 70?
He needs like 64,
Emick,
65.
passing.
It's literally 65.
70%.
Essentially.
So, you don't think it should be a limit? Yeah,
think there should be
I think that's a good way to put it. If a guy plays 50 games, 35 minutes a game, that's 50 times 35. That's 1750, right?
So this
Is
guy's
that
a
right?
math major now.
And if a guy plays 75 games at 20 minutes, it's 1500. So, you know.
What? This guy's a math major.
It's
now.
not. I mean, it's a good view in my opinion to not have a limit. It's one opinion.
25.
75% of the games, in my opinion, would be a logical thing, and that would be 61.5 games, right? So 62 games.
I wouldn't mind if it was a 61, 62 game limit either. And there's a fucking siren, bro. I hope that person's alright. Alright, they're just glazing.
Year, I think.
What the heck?
But I think obviously if we, I don't think there's going to be an exception made for this year. I think it would be somewhat unfair.
Adam Silver needs to just get rid of
We'll see.
the rule. Like, he's
I need
going
Wemby to make me one
David
of
Stern
these
did not have to do this much, bro.
charts for his.
Well, what we need to do is send all these badass American kids over to France to go to school.
Alright, we're just glazing France now. Like, France has a bunch of their own problems. They're always protesting and shit. But you're right, the American school system, public school system, it's not been great, low-key.
That's the first thing we need to do. All these dummies kids over here, we just sit there as the
I
friends.
think he's talking
You the
about
one who was 170 starters. Nobody else was doing that but you.
I don't have to worry about the numbers. Hey, listen, I've already made it. These other kids, I ain't got to worry about nothing.
You got an
issue with the 65 game thing?
No, I do not. You know, it's the letter of the law, and whatever the NBA says, it should go. I've said for many years now, I don't know what the criteria of the MVP is. So if you're asking me who my MVP is, I'm gonna say Victor Wembanyama or Jaylen Brown. And the reason is nobody.
I knew it
expected
wasn't
them
just
to do
me.
what they-
I knew it wasn't just me who was rocking with Jaylen Brown being MVP. I know it's not a bad take anymore. Can't fool me. I'm familiar with your game, Shaq. But Shaq's too PR. He's like the Rock of the NBA. Like he's too PR, bro. He's too PR. But I guess bro must have watched my video or something. I don't know.
they're doing.
But is that what the award's about?
Yeah, most valuable player. Player is singular. It has nothing to do with team success and none of that.
What is-
and I know we're gonna have this.
Well, I think bro's mad he lost to Steve Nash twice, but
Talk about most valuable player is singular. I'm the baddest guy in the league. Nobody can stop me. When the guy went down from Boston, nobody expected Jaylen Brown to do what he did. Nobody expected the system to be back for the San Antonio Spurs. So me, there's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown because
What has
guess
SGA
what?
done? What has SGA?
he low-key just contradicted himself though. Like I'm glad like he agrees with me, but to say that okay, baddest player in the league is MVP, right? Jaylen Brown is tough, right? But and then you talk about the Celtics weren't supposed to be there. Like you start talking about the team, like it's contradictory. But I'm glad you agree with me, Shaq. And let me shut up.
So me, there's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown because
What has
guess
SGA
Bo-
done? What has SGA done
hold
to
on,
lose
hold on, nothing.
the honor he has already?
Nothing, but based on you guys' criteria, Boston is the number 2 and Spurs is number 2. So he is the baddest guy in the league and he's having team success and nobody expects him to do what they did. So for me, it's Victor Wembanyama and Jaylen Brown. Shea Gilgeous is a bad boy. Joker is a bad boy. But you asking me my opinion,
Yes,
I'm telling you
I
it's
did.
Victor or Jaylen Brown.
I think
So
there
I'm
should
using
be a
your criteria, my criteria.
No, I'm
Chuck.
talking about this.
Get your hand off your face,
I'm
Chuck.
just like, you got to let this Steve Nash thing go, man. Damn, that was 20 years ago. You got to let the Steve Nash thing go.
I'm just saying I don't know what the criteria for the MVP is.
Yeah, I think
don't know
that
team
there should be a
success.
threshold one to be eligible for awards.
I don't know. Just vibe.
65 is a relative number, and that happened because of all the low management that was going on. They were like, okay, well,
It wasn't just like load management though. Like there are people like in the NBA who just can't be in the league or can't produce the way we know they can. Like Zion, his contract is literally incentivized on games, and he's still missing games. Like that's not load. He's genuinely just like injured or fat. You know, I don't know which one, but there are guys like Ben Simmons. Like Ben Simmons is out of the league. Like, yeah, it's partially because he refuses to shoot, but like his back is genuinely like so bad. Like anybody wants a 6'10" guy who could guard 1 through 5 and pass the ball. Like even though he refuses to shoot, like he's a valuable profile in the league. He's just hurt. That's why he's out the league. Like this load management shit is just an awful take. Like, you know, like guys are doing more than they ever had to do when it came to basketball, you know. And I feel like value shouldn't be relative to how much you play, because these guys are so important to their job. If Shea plays 50 games, you still want Shea on your team. You could still be one of the most valuable players, not only to his team but to the league, bro. I don't care if Shea just plays 50 games, bro. Like it's like, imagine being I don't know, like a retail associate, right? Like you miss a day, like, you know, they might fire you because that job is easily replaceable. Like for the most important players in the league, they're not easily replaceable. So if they miss a game, 2, 3, if they miss 5, bro, who cares, bro? Like they're still the most valuable players in the league, bro. That's just my take on it.
You don't want to play, we're not going to let you be eligible for awards. So I think it should be probably a minute and or game. So if you played 24 minutes a game, I'm going to do a Wemby, 24 minutes times 82, that's 1,968?
No, it's like 17 something.
Okay,
I mean, minutes?
So
Why is everybody turning into a math major? I don't like this. Wemby, you just play bad. Just shut up and dribble. No, I'm kidding.
Way too much math going on.
No, I'm just saying. So, like, it should be one or the other. It should be, if you hit a minute and you don't hit the games because you're playing 40 minutes a game, that would be fine too. But the other thing I would add about, I would agree with Shaq. For me, the MVPs are Wembanyama or Jaylen Brown. Those two guys have taken not only their teams but themselves to different levels.
The Spurs
so
won
their
34
impact
games last year.
So Ernie, that's what I'm.
I just think it's hard when people argue Wemby for MVP. Like, and I don't hate a take, and I'm not a Wemby hater. It's just that, like, for me, obviously, just the feeling of it is too premature. But fuck my feelings, right? That doesn't really matter, right? What I would say is that, like, if Wemby wins it now, like, he's going to do the same. He's gonna keep on winning Defensive Player this year. He's gonna keep averaging anywhere between 25 and 28, and like 10 to 13 rebounds and like 3 to 4 blocks. You know, he's gonna keep doing that. So if he wins it this year, like, eventually he's just gonna be like fatigued. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I want the same thing that is happening to Luka, where he essentially has MVP fatigue, even though he's never won it. I don't want that to happen to Wemby, but at the same time, like, you know, when you have like an extraordinary circumstance like a Jason Tatum being out for almost a full season, like, I feel like this is a moment to like capitalize and give deserving accolades to Joe Mazzulla, for example, Coach of the Year, and Jaylen Brown, like MVP. Like, I think, like, you know, because like Shea, like, he's doing the same thing as last year, and obviously that's enough to keep the award. But like, what has been done by Jaylen Brown this year, like, almost will like never be replicated. Like, when has a top 5 player in the world, a champion, an Olympian, like, been out for almost an entire season, and the second player like essentially replaced his production and kept the team afloat? Like, this never happened in the history of basketball. Like, I'd have to do more research, but I don't think that's happened in the modern NBA, honestly. So that's why I say like Jaylen Brown, but I totally understand if Shea keeps his MVP, you know. So for me, it's Jaylen Brown and Shea. 1A, 1B, doesn't really matter, but yeah.
So their impact on winning has been bigger because they might not have had the same impact as Shea and them having better talent.
Hey, I've got no problem if somebody want to vote for Wemby or Jaylen or Cade, whatever.
Well, Cade doesn't qualify.
He doesn't qualify, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying that if you voted for him, Shea, in my opinion, I don't have a vote. What he's done, that team.
Chuck doesn't have a vote. I don't know if that's better for worse, because this guy hates the Lakers. So, but he doesn't have a vote. That's surprising. I guess Ernie's the only one up there who has a vote.
Man, it's the best record in the NBA.
By 2 games.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Best record.
His
2 games. Don't matter.
How many games have his second best player missed?
He played a lot of that without Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams has probably missed 40 games.
Is replaceable though. Everybody
Whoever
on
you
that Thunder
vote
team
for,
is
but
replaceable. Like, in my eyes, everyone on that Thunder team is replaceable. That's how I really feel. Like, Jalen Williams replaceable, Chet replaceable. You can get, like, obviously, like, Chet's profile is very, very unique in the NBA, but like, that's replaceable in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, you're gonna miss having a 7-footer who's a shot blocking, like 3-point specialist, but you know that's replaceable within their offense. So I don't really like the Jalen Williams has been out. You know, I don't really care. Like Chet was out last year. I don't really care. Like, you know, they're good players, but they're replaceable in my eyes.
I don't think 65 games is a lot to ask, man. Shut the hell up. Y'all voted on that in the collective bargaining, and now y'all want to complain. If y'all wasn't sitting on your ass half the time sipping margaritas and stuff, they want to put the 65 game threshold in there. Shut the hell up. Y'all killing me.
Say it with your chest, Chuck.
They drive me crazy. Apparently.
My only thing with the 65 game rule, like I absolutely hate it, right? But the only way I could like be devil's advocate for it is that the NBPA like voted on that rule too. Like it just that's why I don't like CJ McCollum, bro. He's the worst NBPA president, bro. But those are my thoughts, low key. I think inside the NBA was spitting a little bit, but I also think like Shaq and Kenny are probably biased towards Americans, just like, you know, not like a bad thing, but just like it's probably their bias. So of course they also would think Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown, in my eyes, like he should finish top 3 in MVP voting for sure, like without a doubt in my eyes. But it's also hard because like Wemby, Shea, Jokic, so you know if he finishes 4th, like it is what it is. But those are just my thoughts. Can't believe you know Shaq and Kenny they agree with me. I don't agree with them. They agree with me. Peace out.